Hey, Bellos, it's Ministah B. I just woke up. It's Saturday evening. Just got up and checked my YouTube, and I saw your message, your comment on my page, and I saw your most recent video, and I wanted to take a few minutes and just send you a video and comment, because you look so upset, and my heart was going out to you, and I was real concerned. But I also wanted to share a story with you that also this week, that some things that I went through this week. I had a member of my ministry, a member of my choir, who had been homeless for an extended period of time, and would often call me, off and on, because he needed a place to stay. I have a really small space, just kind of a one room, kind of thing. I don't even have a full, apartment. But I keep an air mattress, in my place, just for such an occasion. When, people are on hard times, and at least I have, room for one person. Even one time I had a couple stay on that mattress, and but that's here nor there. This particular time, this past week, this individual came up to my house, and he stayed overnight. And in the morning, he woke up and said that he wanted to know if he could check his email. And so I signed him onto the computer, and I went on about my business so I could start getting ready for my day. So I went to the bathroom, and when I got back, which was only about maybe 10 minutes later, he was getting ready to leave. Just the week before, he had asked me if he could get some money so that he could try to put some money together to get a bus ticket to go to Atlanta so he could participate in his grandmother's funeral. And I told him I didn't have it, and I wish I did. I would help him out or whatever. But that night that he came this past week, we had a conversation about how going to Atlanta may not be the best thing for him to be doing, since he didn't have any place to live. And I think the best way that he could probably honor his grandmother and honor himself is to take care of himself, and whatever money he got, to put it aside so he could start having a more of a stable situation. So apparently that kind of went in one ear and out the other, because like when I got back, like I said, from going to the bathroom, he was getting ready to leave, and he left, and I was on the computer for a little while before I went to go check my bank account, because I was getting ready to pay my rent that day. That was Tuesday. And when I checked my bank account, my account was like $300 in the negative, and there was like when I looked at what was going on, there was like a purchase, an online purchase made to Greyhound for a ticket to go to Atlanta. And then there was also $225 at hotels.com for a hotel in Atlanta. And so of course I didn't see it then, but there was also a second ticket purchase. And so I went through all kind of drama on Tuesday trying to rectify all of this, and ended up going down to the bus station and to submit a written statement about the fraudulent use of my credit card, so I could try to get the money refunded and cover all my bases. Made a police report, and but when I got to the bus station, they told me that the people were still in line waiting for the bus, and that he might be over there. So I walked over there. I walked through the whole line of people, and sure enough, the brothers, sitting there on the floor sleeping, waiting for the bus to come get them. So I called the security, and they went over there, and they had a talk with him, and they got the ticket back. They gave it back to me, and so I was able to get my money back, for that ticket. And he was all begging me, please let me have the ticket, I'll get you your money back, my daddy will send you the money, and blah, 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 blah. And so I said, if your daddy can send me the money, he can send you the money, of course, and you can buy your own ticket. So he hemmed and hawed about that. And needless to say, people do wrong things, and even in that instance, he was still lying to me, because he knew that he had a second ticket that I didn't know about. yet until later, that afternoon when I got to the bank and looked. There was another charge on there, but I thought after they had refunded the money that it was showing up on my account as a credit. I thought it was them refunding the money, but apparently it was another ticket. But he still called, and he was leading me off the trail and everything, and he still apparently managed to get to Atlanta anyway. So, but like I said, all that to say this, people do crappy stuff to us, and I'm challenged by the Word of God, and being a minister of the gospel. People who are operating in their own mindsets and don't have the mind of Christ are not operating in the love ethic that Christ has demonstrated for us and has commanded of us to operate in. So I find myself trying to do what Jesus would do, or has at least instructed us to do, and that is to forgive. And forgiveness is not necessarily about letting people get away with stuff. Forgiveness is more about you, about being the forgiver. Because when you let stuff go from one extreme to the other and affect you in such a way that it's causing havoc in your life, and that's kind of what I see in your videos. Like, you're just really pissed off, and it's upsetting your flow and your ability to operate in this world as a purveyor of peace and knowledge and information, like you seem to always do on YouTube. And I've been kind of following the story with your roommate, and I agree with you on the roommate situation. That's why I live alone. But I want to challenge you today to not do evil for evil. To not, when somebody does something wrong to you, to not try to return the wrong thing with another wrong thing. I would call him like you did, leave him a message, and tell him that he's gonna have to go. And if this situation is causing you so much agitation in your life, then it's time to make a change. And if you got to put him out, you got to put him out. But I think selling his stuff on a computer is probably not a good idea. And this is not being judgmental or anything, but I just want to share something with you from a passage in Matthew chapter 6, verses 14 and 15, and it says, "Yes, if you forgive other people the things they do wrong, then your Father in heaven will also forgive you for the things that you do wrong. But if you don't forgive the wrong things people do to you, then your Father in heaven will not forgive the wrong things that you do." I know from experience that God is a very real thing, and I think that Christ expects us to operate in love toward one another. I think that's what He came to teach us, and it doesn't matter who we are. We all encounter one another for a reason. Learn from each other, and through our experiences, we move toward or grow toward becoming more like God. And so I just want to shoot this out to you. I'm wanting the best for your situation. I'm hoping that you find your way through this, but for your own peace of mind, I would say let some of this stuff go, man. I've done my fair share of putting people's stuff outside. Don't let it eat you up, man, because it seems like it's really getting to you. It seems like you've lost some peace in all of this, and God desires for you to be in peace. So that's my little sharing today, and I hope that everything works out.